that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
All right. I don't know where. Oh, there he is, y'all. Hold on. There he is.
All right. All right. What's going on?
Number 20 Chandra, pretty girls or 20 pearls. You know what I'm talking about.
I see you got all her pearls on tonight.
I wonder why.
What's going on, y'all? What's happening in Texas, Sandra?
I wonder why.
We are pretty good here. Hot.
Oh, yeah. 2 of y'all in Texas. I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
You in Texas. You can't.
Babies are being dumped in the trash here.
Ooh.
You know, we had two babies in less than 24 hours dumped in the trash.
You're kidding.
Yes. And
that's down in Houston?
Yes. And it's what I said it was going to be as a result of, you know, when you don't have access to abortions, this is the result.
Oh, yeah.
So,
unfortunately,
thanks to the conservatives, you know. So, 2 Mexican babies, too.
Well, and honestly, I always said the reversal of Roe v. Wade was nothing about women's rights. Nope. It was about how white populations could pull back all rights, and so that unfortunately was the litmus test for a broader conversation.
Right. Their birth rates are in the negative. Would you agree? RGB.
Yeah. You would say it again for me.
Their birth rates are negative. They don't even register in the scale.
Yeah. I mean,
really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Well, not that I keep up with white birth rates, but
please take a look at it. Yeah, please take a look at it.
You know, they ain't having the Emilys and Michaels.
Chucky, that was your contract you just bought up, Chandra.
Yep. Balling up contracts.
You know what? Yep. I'm tired of you.
I'm trying to get this darn printer to work so I can print out the agenda.
Well, Mr. Ronald will tell you how his part of Texas is going on.
What part of Texas are you in, Rob?
Dallas.
Oh, okay. That was the aura you was giving off. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
People from Dallas, they act different. Yeah. It's like how the people from Atlanta act. You know, it's like Savannah and Atlanta, you know. So it's Houston and Dallas. Yeah. So
who got the best seafood, Houston or Dallas?
Well, you have to
understand. Neither one.
Dallas is full of people. Houston is full of people from Dallas. When you think about it, there's a lot of them down there at Texas Southern and University of Houston, and never came back. So it's a lot of people from Dallas down there.
And Nola.
Don't get it twisted.
And Nola. Nola people are all in Houston and Atlanta.
New Orleans people, they aspire, and when they grow up, they come over here.
Well, Katrina brought a lot of them over there. So
oh, we got a lot of them down here.
But I'm telling y'all,
now they are different.
They are.
I love my Nola people.
Oh Lord. And Ronald, not different in a good way.
Amen. I hate to say that.
Don't talk about them, baby. Don't talk about New Orleans people.
Don't tell them I said it. Don't tell them you said it.
You be looking at them like, and you say you from New Orleans, right?
New Orleans.
Yes.
Sandra, you know what a cold drink is?
Huh?
What's a cold drink?
Never heard of that.
Soda. A cold drink.
Yeah, I speak English.
Okay, y'all ready to start?
No, we having a ball.
We waiting on you.
I got my agenda. I was waiting on the machine to.
Just so we can go ahead and squash this. Texas does not have the best barbecue.
I think Georgia has the best barbecue.
Yeah, I feel like they do.
They say Georgia, South Carolina, and Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. Our first subject tonight. They don't have too many. We don't have no videos except one I'll play later on when Charlie Brown gets here. Bernard is going to be late, so I don't think he might not make it. So I'll play it after a while. But our first subject is: if Trump was to make president, what black job would he give to Tim Scott, Ben Carson, Clarence Thomas after he retires from the bench? What black jobs would he give to Tim Scott, Ben Carson, and Ben's supposed to be my cousin? I just found out.
I'm done.
Clarence Thomas after retire.
All of them.
Change mechanic.
Huh?
Bootlickers.
Butler, Wade, or shining his shoes.
Okay.
Well, Ben's smart. So Ben would be the driver of the car because he got internal GPS. Tim would be the what's the thing the thing that clean your butt after you wash. You wash it. What is that called?
The boot.
Tim would be his personal bidet. And the other one, Clarence would be his would clean his shoes like Ronald said. So yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Or no, what I can see Clarence Thomas doing with the butler.
You make a damn good butler.
I was just going to say that you make a damn good butler. Oh my goodness.
I can see him being the butler.
Oh, Jeffrey, yeah.
He looks the part. He looks just like what's his name? Off of Steven off of Django.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
He could play
He'd make
that
a good
part.
bartender. He would make a good bartender.
He could do
Yeah,
that.
he can really play that part. So, what job you think he'd give Ben Carson? He gonna make him the White House physician?
Probably so.
Y'all think he'd make White House physician?
He would not let him do any work on him, but what he would do, he'll let him be around to advise the person who do the work.
There you go.
What to do. But he wouldn't be the one that operate on him or tell him what's good. Someone else has to go through him to tell him that.
Yeah.
That's the way I believe.
Well, he gonna make Clarence Thomas. What he gonna make him? The clerk. Make him draft all his opinions. He gonna be White House counsel.
He would be his aide. He would be his aide boy when it comes to doing little things in the black community. He would be the one he go to help keep us in line.
Right.
His right hand man.
I got that country idiot cooking biscuits. I got him baking.
They say you from Savannah, boy.
Yeah. He's something special now. He is.
They say you from that sit down south.
He is something special. That's your man, though, Robert.
No, it ain't. I don't know, man.
The real Dante. And I ain't son Dante the old length tonight. I forgot. You might want to send it to him, see if he ain't busy. Tell him if he ain't busy.
I'm gonna tell him up Sunday. I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, those are the jobs that are open for Tim Scott, Ben Carson, and Clarence Thomas. Tim Scott, the black job he was supposed to get, they gave it to J.D. Vance.
Tim Scott would definitely be the man to shine his shoes. No doubt in my mind.
With all of the pontification that he did, Tim Scott, I mean, I just don't understand. You know, I mean, he did all of that a few months ago to be slapped in the face. You know, I mean, ooh. I mean, I want to feel sorry for him, but I can't.
Hell no, you can't. Ain't no way you can be sorry for him. He ain't even sorry for himself. That's bad when he ain't even sorry for himself.
He ought to feel sorry for
But I love you.
But my thing is, I can't feel sorry for that idiot. How you get up there in front of people in the world talking about there's no racism in America? Wipe your mouth out, sir. Not just your lip. Yeah. Wipe your whole mouth out.
Yeah.
The brown stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the man that serve his drinks to him, shine his shoes, take care of his clothes, be his, what you call it, the one who walk around, make sure
walk his dog.
Walk the dog, make sure his clothes are ready for the next day. He'll be that excellent person that will do that. He would take care of all his personal needs, you know, make his bath water, you know, whatever he need like that. That would be Tim Scott's job. I think he'd be good at that.
Yeah. Real good. I mean, he embarrassed his mama and his whole entire family.
He embarrassed the whole black race.
He embarrassed the whole United States.
I'm gonna tell y'all what. I think that we need right now, as a black race and as individuals, we need to stop taking ownership of what other people do. Because let me tell y'all something. White people do not take ownership of what other white people do. They do not. Because when somebody goes and shoots up a store or whatever they do, you don't see the whole white race saying, oh man, you know, I wish he wouldn't embarrass us like that. No. So Tim Scott does not represent the whole black race. He represented the Scott family. You know, just like yeah. He don't represent the McKeithen family. I'm telling you that right now. So from here on out, from here going forward, you know, because that just dropped down in my spirit. Julius, whatever you do from here going forward, that's you. You gonna have to take on the whole family. And I take on that.
What is it that older black folks used to tell their kids when they was going out to do something? Don't forget, you got, what was it? You have my name, or what did they used to tell them all the time?
Represent the
family.
Go
out in public.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know, you represent me. You represent my name.
That's right.
So they would tell. That's what I was always told. When you go out, and when you go out in public and you're doing something that everybody can see you do, you represent the family name, my name. So you got to do it right. That's so those are kind of things that really it would be nice if we told kids that today, what good it would do, but maybe it makes some of them do something different. Instead of going out and learn how to be a good dope dealer or something, you know.
That would work if the elders would pass down the information, and that way they would understood what the family name meant in the first place.
Right.
See, the problem is now, that's why I tell people, don't talk about the elders and the youth. there's a gap here. If I don't understand who I am because nobody told me my history, and they take it out of the classroom, and there's no API for American Studies, and I don't realize what I am, and Christopher Columbus was discovered America, and we had all these white saviors that made us who we are today, then I don't realize that I'm royalty and I'm more important and smarter than them. But we don't pass that down. And so what you have now is, I'm going to bang them up. I'm a part of this gang. I'm a part of that gang. I don't know who I am because I have no identity because they didn't tell me who I was. It's a generational thing that we got to change.
Well, you know what, Robert? That is so true. And that's why I've been telling Chris ever since he was old enough for me to jack him up when I came to every school he was at. I said, where and when you enter in, you carry your whole family in with you.
True.
You know.
True.
And I still tell him that, you know, because Chris acts up, y'all. Cozy and Ronald, y'all don't know the heartache that I've gone through with Chris, but you know,
I'm sorry.
I still have to tell him that, and I still have to box him in his face sometimes. You know, because what you will not do is, you know, make people think that you don't have no home training. You know. So I feel like that is still something that we need to be telling our children that, you know, if nobody ever meets me, they meet me through you, fool.
Not fool. All right, Julius, I think we're ready for a commercial. We'll be back, y'all.
Need your garments cleaned with care and with a professional touch? Then bring them to One Price Cleaners in Garden City at the Old Farmers Market on Highway 80. Service you can count on.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
Okay, I was told to ask each one of you, and she's going to pick a candidate that you all choose. So the vice president choice for Kamala Harris is going to come from the Rabble tonight. So each one of y'all give us your pick and tell us why you think that person should be her vice president. Anybody can start.
Let me go. And see, Julius laughed at me when I said his name. Y'all can attest to this. It's got to be a battleground state. It's going to be between one of these two guys. North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper. Yeah, I know it's a no-namer, but the brother's impressive. Or Pennsylvania Governor Shapiro. It's going to be one of those two guys. You got to have one of, if not both of those states to win. If you're a Democrat, both of them are ready, and I think both of them really complement her well.
I agree with you on the Pennsylvania governor. I wanted Gavin Newsom, but somebody told me that you cannot have two people from the same state. Mm-hmm. But I love Gavin Newsom, and I just love him. He really excites me, and I'm hoping that he will run in the next presidential race. I will definitely support him. So,
well, I think it's going to be Newsom or either Moore. Moore is going to rush to the forefront also. I don't know whether Cooper is so it's old. hell, he ain't got long from being like Joe. So we got to look and see whether that would be a good choice on Cooper. We need young people, some new blood, some people who can lead us for the next 20, 24 years. What you say, Cozy or either on?
My guess, I hope. I'm obviously not into politics like you. We learned that this week. But if I had to choose, it would be Michelle Obama.
Girl, what you say?
Ron, let Ron, y'all, come on, let's be fair. Ron hasn't gone yet.
What does she really know about politics?
What does Donald Trump know about?
Well, that's why he's now in the lead. But when you really think about it, she's you're talking about just a name.
No.
The next 4 years. The next 4 years is going to be serious business because they have spent so much money. We got to have a recession. We got to figure out what we're going to do. All the middle class people, we're going to have a lot of problems. They're going to even cut some jobs out. So what is our people going to do? What do they know about economics? What it really comes down to? What do they really know about economics?
Name me 5 that have strong political backgrounds that know economics well.
Both of those governors. Both of those governors. I'm gonna tell you why. They're doing it right now in their states.
I'm talking about previous presidents.
Well,
I didn't. I know you're not gonna like why I say this. I didn't think Obama had too much economics experience.
He didn't have black experience either.
He didn't. He really didn't. And I'm glad you said it because I said it was probably a crime.
And you know what, Cozy?
Yes.
I think that Obama was scared
to be black.
He had
scared to be black,
but he was scared to do anything.
He was.
He probably was.
Specifically for black people.
Right.
So I mean, I just believe that he was afraid to do. He wanted to address some black issues, but he was afraid to do things specifically. Whereas if Trump was black,
oh yeah,
Trump would have said, "Huh."
I'm looking at.
We got Jesus on here. So Jesus, if you had to pick right now, if your sorority sister Kamala, soror of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, we want y'all to know that. If she were to if you had to advise her right now, Teray, on her vice VP pick, who would you advise her to select?
I agree with
you. You better get this right too. You got to get this right, Jamal.
I know you would pick me.
You got to get this right, Jamal.
I'll give you a second.
Don't mess it up.
Go ahead, Teray. I know you tell her to pick me, but I can't do it right now. Go ahead.
Westmore.
I agree. Hey, First Fam. Everybody, you can never go wrong with the First Fam. Y'all know who Westmore is, right? A brother.
Where Bernard at? Where Bernard? Bernard would have picked me. Jamal, he hating. Jamal hating.
I did not. Oh, I apologize. I picked Gavin Newsom.
And the reason why we can't pick you, Julius, is because, I hate to say this, but you're a convicted felon,
right?
And we're trying to stay away from that.
Is that real? Right. How about Trump? Trump is a convicted felon. Trump is a convicted felon too.
Yes, and I'm not voting for his ass either.
Well, y'all, let's get back to topic real quick. So, the one thing I will say, and going back to Coley's pick about Michelle, the one thing I will say is that for once in this damn cycle, the Democrats are working strategically. This is a strategic move. Even it's unplanned, but strategic is all get out. But if we were to boil it down to brass tactics, What does Michelle add? What does Gavin add? Nothing. We already got what they add. So now you gotta pull in the base. You gotta pull in those other voters who feel left out. And so
Yes.
you're not gonna get that from Gavin, and you're gonna carry California. You're gonna carry California. I mean, Democrats will never lose California, but so strategically, I want to say to the Democrats, I am excited. For once, there's a strategic push forward. Look at the fundraising, my God. That lady pulling so much money.
Did y'all see where Tina Knowles is her campaign manager?
Who?
I'm like,
Not her
what?
manager. She's probably the senior advisor.
Oh,
no,
for
she
totality or of a specific industry area?
she's the financial manager.
I can see that. Yeah.
She's the financial manager. Tina Knowles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
Beyonce. Yeah. And Beyonce's endorsement. It's over.
And Beyonce allowed her to use her music and everything to walk out. So I don't think that is a boss move, because if you can get the Beehive,
And NPC.
yes, and if you can get Taylor Swift, if you can get the Swifties,
And NPC.
if she can get the Swifties to come out, I promise you, she has this thing, and that's the reason why right now they are running scared.
Oh, ain't no question they're running scared.
They are
And
scared. They should.
because what you have is for the first time you haven't, and then I wish Black people would do this more in our community. They have Roland Martin did an all Black men special. The women, the AKA women, did the all Black women. You know, well, how about let's do this for the emergencies in our communities, for the epidemics and the pandemics and within our communities.
I like.
Let's have that same type of energy to make a difference where we live at, to make a difference.
What we're like.
What you say, Ron?
You hit it right on the nose. That's what we're like in the Black community. We can sit and talk politics all day and don't get anything done. We need to come together and leave politics out and talk like we all are Black.
Kitchen table talk.
We could accomplish so much if we talk to each other and don't talk politics.
Yep.
That's the whole problem with us. If
well, you ain't gonna be able to talk without talking politics, Ron. I told you that last week. So
well, I think you can. I think you can. Anything is possible. But I think that's the one thing we're lacking in the community. Just, we don't even sit down and talk to each other now.
There's no conversation that I've been in the last 20 years that has not come to politics. Everything that you do involves politics. To some degree.
I agree to a certain extent, but do you have to talk politics every time you talk? I mean, can you just sit down if you got a simple problem in the community? Can I sit down with Republicans and Democrats? We never mention, we don't know what we are. We just decided this is a problem that we're going to have to solve as Blacks.
But I think it goes back to what Jamal Trey said last week. You can't get around it, and I'm going to tell you why. Let me use this, for example, the probate court. Right, and Julius knows this story. So right now I'm dealing with the probate court just to manage my mom because of a will, right? You know who runs the probate court? A judge that we elect. So you're gonna, it's embedded in everything we do. We talk about Georgia Power Bill. I was paying my Georgia Power Bill. They had some issue with them. You know why Georgia Power and your light people get to raise your rates in every state? Is because of the Public Service Commission. Every from when we wake up in the morning to where we breathe, to whether you have health care, to whether you can get to the hospital now, to whether that road is fixed outside, it's embedded in everything we do.
But I think I know what you mean, Ronald. Like, do we have to specifically talk about politics, or can we just come up with strategy, just this block, the next block, or go by wards where we just sit together, pen and paper, how do we buy this property? How do we do this? How do we start?
Yes.
Arden, how do we? Yeah, because there's so much that we can't control. Because Freemasonry and white supremacy run the world. Politics, none of those things are going to work in our favor because it wasn't designed to work in our favor. It's just not. You can vote and argue and fuss and curse each other out all day. Those things are not designed to give us freedom. They're not.
Well, let me offer this. So let's say we get together, we have a conversation at the barbershop about acquiring some property. Guess what we got to do? Follow the law. Who makes the law?
Huh?
Let's say we come together and we want to talk about buying property. Like he said, let's say we're going to buy property on that. You got to follow what? A law. You got to go get what permits. You got to do certain things. Well, certain things are done by who? And by the way, you're going to go ask favors from certain people. That's all politics. Because if you listen to the law, you won't even have access to the conversation.
But
what you say, Cozy?
Anything is possible. That's all I know.
What Cozy said about what Robert said?
What's that?
What I said?
I said you. Robert said that, and you were saying something, but we couldn't hear you.
Me?
Yeah, just now. Robert, you said something. Robert said no, it has to be politics, and you was like this here. Like, what were you trying to say?
I'll just repeat what I do remember saying, and that was politics, religion, white supremacy, the Freemasonry. All of that stuff is not designed for us to further ourselves. They're designed really as a trap or used as a weapon against us. So we really think we're going to have favor and argue and fuss like we did earlier this week over this person and who's not voting for that. We have to have a bit more emotional maturity to allow people to feel the way they feel. I don't know.
Yeah, but those people, my only problem with that is, let me tell you what my problem is. You can feel any way you want to feel.
True.
But, you know, if you're not out, you know, one thing that we don't do on the guys that I deal with, and most of the women, we put our mouth where our bodies where our mouth is. If we say that we're doing something or we're going to do something, we go out and do it, and then you got to you come up with solutions, but where's the activity to make the solution going, make it happen?
There's so many things that we could do.
What we should be doing.
You're breaking up a little bit. There's so many things that we can do as Black people at our own kitchen and dining room without them. Of course, ultimately, we do have to get a permit.
I agree.
Ultimately, we can do this, but we can put such a shift in this whole thing if we just agree. You know what? From now on, no more Nikes. If they're going to disrespect us or treat us unfairly, no more H&M. If Walmart is disrespectful to one of us, as other groups do, they move as a continent. They move as a country, not us.
Okay. Cozy, who you want to do that?
Us.
Us who?
Black people.
Like me, you, she.
Okay. Why can't you start it? Why haven't you started it already? You got the answers. Start it.
You know how I started? When I eat at Kim's, when I eat at other Black places.
You're doing individualistic stuff then. We need you to start it and include everybody. See, that's what I'm talking about. You got the answers, but there's no action that brings people in.
That's what these shows are about. You talk.
It ain't just the shows. You got to be able to say, hey, I got a meeting. I got a group. You just can't talk about it and then say what everybody else need to be doing. You got to say, okay, this is what I got started. Okay, y'all coming to the meeting. Okay, invite people. It might not be but 2 people there the first time. Robert and Sandra might fly in from Texas. No, it might be 5 people in the second time.
Yeah.
But if you ain't starting those meetings in those protests and you ain't got it all over your social media page that you boycotting this or you want to do this or you want to do that, then who's gonna follow you? Let me give you a prime example. I got a group, 10 guys that are doing pretty good, that can get in this group and let's put our resources together, and then we recruit other guys into the group so that we can pool our resources and build.
Correct.
We had 3 meetings. We met in the last 8 weeks. You see what I'm saying? We met in the last 8 weeks. When you try to get people, they got everything else to do.
What I'm talking about, we can use mediums like TikTok and all of that kind of stuff, where if we just get on board, right?
Who is we? You got to do it. You keep saying we, and who is we? You got to do it.
We as a people, as a group.
No, we as a people don't even hear you.
Chandra,
you got to do it.
Do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Am I not making any sense? Do you just?
You are making sense,
Mr. Ronald Spencer. Am I not making sense?
I understand exactly what you're saying.
Everybody understand what you're saying, but you sitting there and ain't did what you telling everybody else to go do.
I sit down with a fellow today, just what you were saying. We sit down and we talk over lunch about doing something together. I won't tell you exactly how it started, but I had this idea about a couple weeks ago, and when the AKAs came through Loveville, I knew I was right. I knew it. So I reached out to a friend of mine who's we've been together since we was in the 1st grade, and I ran it by him today. And he was saying how good it was. And you know what? I said, let me do my leg work right quick. And I said, we'll get back together sometime next week. You know what? I want y'all to follow this because you're going to like this. It's just what you are saying. But it's not impossible. Anything is possible. But it's just you have to get the right people. And I think we know how to get the right people. And we're going to do this. Because I'm looking at all this money that was being made when the AKAs came through. I watched the Zeta people go out yesterday. They're going to, I think, Indianapolis. And I'm thinking, boy, you know what? That is a lot of money that leaves our community. We like a bleeding hustle.
Yes.
And I do nothing to stop this money leaving our community.
Fingers, right?
And I think.
What kind of group you say you starting? What kind of group you say you want to start?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna. It's just a group.
Or me?
No, Mr. Ron.
No, it's just about what you're talking about. How you and the fellows got together. Well, we're gonna do something like that too, but these are just people, everyday people.
Count me in.
Like-minded.
You see how easy that is? Count me in. You ask, you doing, you saying you got it. Count me in. Invite me to the next meeting.
I plan on counting everybody in.
Well, it's a little impossible to count a lot of people in because they ain't gonna show up. We got black people are too busy. We're too lazy. And I'm telling you, it's a fact. And stop defending us. Stop defending us when we are what we are. Yeah. I tell you what, if you don't think that, you say all these solutions that you have, go ahead and start something and see how many people come. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Cozy.
Okay.
I'm talking to Cozy. Start it and see how many people come. Don't defend people who are lazy.
I don't need people in my presence. These are ideas that can permeate the atmosphere. You feel me? Do you see Asians at the polls? No, you see them at the bank counting money. That's how they get win in politics. They don't stand in line pushing numbers and budgets and behind curtains.
They vote early. You don't see them because they vote early.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cantankerous with me tonight. But I will say
this. I will say this about elections. I will say this in all. Money moves mountains.
Yes.
Okay. And what people need to realize too is behind the scenes is a lot of times what you can get the work done. And I'm telling you right now, I ain't gonna tell you a whole lot. But I can tell you Savannah gonna change real soon because there's a lot of pots boiling right now.
Hell yeah, there's 30,000 new people there in the next year. 30,000 new residents.
You You know how they got the MAGA Political Action Committee? Mm-hmm.
Let's pick this back up. Let's pick this back up after a message.
A message.
Oh, I mean, my friend, your Savannah homeboy, Clarence Thomas, made sure that I don't go to prison.
So Julius is in there talking to Trump. Oh, I'm telling.
All right, those are just short clips promoting our shows, our other shows that we have on. We got about 20 different shows on our platform, and we have short clips for all of them, for each one of this. We have a great animator, as y'all can see in those videos there, Stevie Spence in Chicago. He's a part of our team. We're hoping to do a animated series for kids soon. And he also has the Orisha series every Monday at 5 o'clock, series that he, African series that he produced and developed himself. But another couple of minutes on our topic before we see who should be running for president. We got the real guy. He'll be on in a minute. And I heard that he's throwing his hat in the ring and that he'll be at the convention trying to get those people to change their minds and get those delegates from Kamala Harris. I don't know whether Sandra, he's a good friend of yours, Sandra. So where's Sandra went at? She went off when I'm talking to her.
That awfully quick. I'm sure she can, right?
It looks like she lost her signal because I don't even see her in the studio no more. I don't see in the back office either. Robert, there's 31 comments up there. You put those up? Yeah.
Well, no, people were talking, so I didn't want to go over their face.
Can I Sandra quickly, please?
Accidentally
say something quickly,
myself up.
Lord have mercy.
One of the
what's the hat? Show him the hat, Teray. Show him the hat. Show him the hat. Show him that Westmore got one just like it.
I'm just here to say I gotta go now. All right, later.
What's up, bro?
This guy he is so just grabbing around the neck and just choking. But Sandra, don't go nowhere because you got a message coming. So sit down. We're going to our next subject.
I drove over here just to see that.
What's going on, bro? This is a proud moment.
That's right, Sarah.
All right.
Listen,
Westmore.
Listen, I want y'all to just stand by for 5 minutes. This is Sandra, a good friend of yours, has thrown his hat in the ring. And he wants it to be for Kamala to be on the bottom of the ticket. Mm-hmm. And I think that he probably makes a convincing argument. So before we go to our main topic tonight, we got a main topic, and we're gonna cover these things on who shouldn't vote for Trump. Those are the things we're gonna cover tonight. Who should not vote for Trump? And we're going to cover each one of these here rather quickly, but we're going to, everybody don't have to chime in on every one of them. Y'all got the agenda. Y'all see it. It goes from A all the way to O. So it's a whole lot of stuff, and then we'll get to our closing. But we ain't got but an hour left. So we're going to go through
the agenda today. All I received is the link.
You got the agenda.
All I received, no. All I got is the link.
All y'all, none of y'all got the agenda?
I got it.
Oh, okay. For the sake.
All I have is the link.
You didn't look in the right place. Well, this guy I think can beat Trump, and they debated the other night. Secret debate with 1 million Democrats and 1 million Republicans watching. Y'all weren't invited. So here you go.
You laundered money in your nightclub.
Well, you molested little girls with Epstein.
Good evening, everyone. Our black media does not believe in fake. This is an open debate. Mr. Trump, you may begin.
Julius Hall is an ex-convicted criminal and should not be on the ticket.
Trump, you have 34 convictions and a lot more pending. I only have 6.
Julius Hall, you, sir, were a drug kingpin.
You lied to the world, Donnie.
You lied to a grand jury, Juju. You laundered money in your nightclub.
Well, you molested little girls with Epstein.
Let's move on to the next subject. You won this round.
Okay, the first round goes to Candidate Hall. Our next question is running mates. Who has the best VP partner?
Donald, you know that you will destroy this country and send us into a recession, right?
No. One day I will close the border, build that damn wall, lock up all my enemies, and make the United States a part of Russia.
Donald, are you having a mental breakdown? You losing it, dude.
I have all my senses, Julius. The U.S. will be better off under Putin's leadership, and I can go back to playing golf.
The moderator, what ear did Trump get shot on?
It was his right ear.
Then why is he wearing a bandage on his left ear?
Okay. That was ketchup, not blood. I had just eaten some McDonald's French fries.
Next question. Mr. Trump, what was all that fist raising and finding your shoes before leaving the stage about?
Do you know what those shoes cost? Very expensive shoes. That's how I roll. And the fist raised was genius, wasn't it? I know how to excite dumb Republicans. Pure genius. I should get elected just for that.
This man needs to go to jail immediately on November the 6th, the day after the election.
Last question. Mr. Trump, who do you believe was behind the failed attempt on your life?
That's easy. It was Charlie Brown and his damn cousin, Mr. America, them Brown boys. I will give them both black jobs when I get back in the White House. And I heard Jamal, that Gullah-Geechee fool, along with his partner, Stud Dixon, have been talking bad about me on that Ebony Sports Reporters show. Before I close, I wanted to thank 2 very special people for having my back, Dante Thompson and Lori Pringle. Both of you will have white jobs. Oh, and keep giving Robert hell. That was my closing. Thank you for having me on Our Black Media. Even though I will be shutting this platform down on January the 21st. Good night, America. And before I go, I want to tell all my racist followers to stand down and stand by.
Okay. Thank you to Our Black Media for hosting this debate. I think the American people deserve someone who will be fighting for them. Tonight, the world witnessed a total meltdown by a narcissistic lunatic. Vote Hall Harris. Help is on the way.
You lied to a grand jury, Juju.
You were a rapist, Donald.
All right.
You know what it is?
All right, All right, Mr. Brown, you have the floor.
Mr. Brown ain't got no damn flow.
Mr. Brown, you have the floor.
You have too much time on your hands.
Sandra, you're out of order. Point
You
of
need
order.
to be talking about real shit.
Point of order.
First and foremost, I want to thank you, Robin, for being respectful. Some people got this ego problem, and it's all about them all the time.
You just got here. You just got here. He can't give you the flow when you just got here.
Would you please let me continue for a minute?
8 minutes late.
Julie, would you please let me continue?
In my administration, that won't happen. In my administration, that won't happen.
First and foremost, I want you to do me a favor.
What?
I want you to shut up for a minute. Let me finish it for a minute. Robert, I got the utmost respect. Thank you so much. And thank you for Black Media. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late, but I'm going to look at the show and get to see the whole thing. I know it was about you, Mr. Hall, all the while. That cartoon is a part of your ego. That's what it is. So I'm not surprised.
I am incapable of making that. I cannot make that.
Julius Hall, please go look in the mirror and stop it. And who that look they behind? Look, they homeless.
Give
that man behind you a hamburger or something. He look hungry.
He look just shaking like this.
He look hungry, Julius. Julius, you got a candy bar you can give him?
Go to that truck.
Let me get some of these chips.
Oh, you throw it off just now. Hello, boys and ladies tonight with an ass. It's good to see you guys.
Always.
And Ron, it's good to see you from Dallas.
Man,
you look a lot better. You shouldn't talk. You just look better when you don't talk. And as always, it's a pleasure to be here.
It's a good conversation tonight. A very good conversation.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Mr. Brown, did you get the agenda?
Yeah, I got it, buddy.
Okay. Sandra, what was you saying a few minutes ago about too much time?
I was saying that obviously you have too much time on your hands when we can be talking about things of seriousness.
Substance.
Yeah.
You think that was substance?
Hell no. In the last 3 days, sir, I don't even know where you've been, but you have people really freaking out about what's going on in this nation, and you talking about bullshit.
Oh God,
Sandra.
I'm just saying.
I like your energy.
It was cute, but it was too long.
I like your energy. Hold on. I like your energy, but one thing that you have to realize: this is my damn show. Hold on. You don't have a right to talk right now. Let me mute you. This is my damn show. I do what I want to do. I am the one that's here working every day. 3 people up here work on this program all day, every day. That's me, Jamar, and Robert. We work every day on this show. Every day. You show up on Wednesdays, so you don't have a right to tell nobody what is played. You just come and give your little comments and your commentary and keep it moving, because that's the way we roll around here. And now let me address the other elephant in the room that's saying there's something about an ego. Well, if y'all sat down and gave me y'all damn voices, maybe I could put you on there. But you don't have time. Half of you don't even have the agenda for the night. So don't even tell me about what should be happening. First, pay attention.
First and foremost, I was going to compliment.
You knew what the damn agenda should have been.
Now they're talking about you, Bernard.
First and foremost, all I was going to say, if you would allow me to get in there for a minute, is that we're trying to keep the show as entertaining as possible and being very creative to come up with this animated skit. It gives the people a new sort of look at some of our versatility that we do. I was going to although it's ego, but I still was going to compliment. The fact I like what was happening. Why you pointing at me?
We appreciate you commenting, because if some people knew what the inner workings of what we're trying to do here, they wouldn't say none of that. We're not all.
But again, we're on the Rabble.
We can't change the world. We're not all serious here. Have y'all ever seen a show that we had all seriousness? We ain't got time to be. We're doing what we have. If you got a show, you could be as serious as you want to be. I'm going to do what needs to be done to make this show work.
He's right behind you with his hand.
I'm the one up till 2 o'clock in the morning doing all this work. Not any of you. All right?
Well, you call me late at night.
Well,
you call me late at night.
Brown,
1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Go ahead, Jamal.
Hey.
Go ahead, Jamal.
All right.
Charlie Brown, I thought you had created the Rabble too.
I did help do it.
Hey,
I did. The two of us.
He did. He did. But he did. But you do his work.
No, I don't.
You know, and they go the fourth one down there. They go the fourth one that just came on, Bernard. The four of us do more work than anybody on any of these platforms. We work every damn day. Y'all know what it takes to get 20 damn shows done? Hell no, you ain't got no right to come on here and complain about nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Nobody has a right to complain about anything happening on the Rabble. Get your show. We'll produce.
I don't think we need to add this to the public.
Julius Hall.
And when I'm speaking, how about y'all don't talk?
Julius Hall. This is the thing.
Hey, that's who you need to get rid of.
Now, with all of the damn going back and forth that we did all from damn Sunday to today, you could have made a whole goddamn show over our goddamn inbox.
Well, where's Sean at?
What are you talking about?
You're just happy that Kamala Harris is running and she a damn AKA.
No.
Please. You're just happy. That's why you got your rosary on and every damn thing else.
Not the rosary.
You can't tell.
Ooh, that's a rosary.
We gonna mute you.
Even get porn.
Don't.
We talked about in Texas. We can't access porn in Texas.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
We've talked about the children being killed in Texas.
Yes.
But y'all got to send that stuff in.
Who is we?
You got to send that stuff in with the video and stuff.
I thought that y'all got 6 different damn group texts going on.
But you got to send to before Bernard go. Let me offer this. I'm gonna own this. On Sunday, I take about a good half a day and I'll find the videos and the content so that we can run on Political Spectrum. It does take about 3 or 4 hours, but if you're doing it by yourself versus people sending it to you, it's a different thing. So send that stuff in with your videos and your visuals. Bernard, it's on you.
Tell them how long it takes, Bernard.
Hey, can I ask one question?
Bernard hasn't talked, y'all. Bernard hasn't talked.
I hate to change this conversation.
Hold on, Rob. Hold on, Rob. Bernard.
Okay, boy. Man, we allow him on the show. We allow him 3
One
weeks
thing
on
y'all
the
got,
show.
hold on 1 minute, Bernard, before you go. One thing y'all got to realize, I run this damn show. When I say quiet, that's what it is. It's quiet. When I say stop, it's stop. Y'all see Roland Martin? Roland Martin runs his show. So when I say quiet, y'all are quiet. Okay, Bernard, go ahead.
Yeah.
When you got your show, I go on Bernard's show. I run this whole damn platform. But I go on Bernard's show. When Bernard say shut up, I shut up. That's his show.
I don't shut up when he tell me.
You don't come on here telling me nothing.
There you go. There you go. Hey, one thing you do need to do, Juke, you need to get away from that one sitting by you, because every time I turn around, he's selling you out.
That's my road dog.
Hey, he don't have no place to stay. Every time I come here, he to your house. You know what I'm saying?
The farm right down the street.
Yes. And then Mr. Brown, he bring on Ron, and Ron get like Mr. Brown. I said, come on. Hey.
Oh boy.
And Sonia, hey Sonia, how you doing? I like your color.
Thank you, baby.
Hey, let me ask this one question. I haven't heard anybody say anything about it. Obama and his wife are not bagging her yet. Have anybody heard anything about why they are not endorsing her?
Yeah, because he's trying to make a decision whether to get on her ticket and his wife getting on the ticket. That's what's going on.
That ain't gonna work.
He's waiting. He's going to endorse her, but he's just waiting for the time. She done raised about $81 million within 24 hours. So basically, whether he endorse her or don't endorse her, the main people that is endorsing her is her campaign in the Democrat Party. So, and us, well, some of us, but you know.
Yeah, I think honestly,
do you honestly think white folks gonna sit there and have two blacks up there sitting up there?
No.
Do you honestly think that?
No,
Yeah.
Mr. Brown. Let's see Mr. Brown. What's your thoughts on it? Because
Now, Bernard, I just wanted to share with you, as of today at 3 o'clock, it's $126 million.
Yeah.
As of today.
Yeah.
And my thoughts on it, she need a good governor or something like that from one of the states to help her out in that area who know business. And I don't think it should be. And I think Obama, he does this because they got to go to the convention. And he want to see who might be the running mate that she picked. And that's one of the things he's holding back for now.
Yeah.
Is he on mute?
Oh. Cool.
I can't hear you guys.
You can't hear
go out
me?
and come back in. Go out and come back in.
Charlie Brown was talking.
But Mr. Brown, let me go back if we could, y'all. Mr. Brown, I was saying this earlier.
Can everybody else hear you?
No, we can't. Go out and come back now. Now it's got to be the governor from Pennsylvania or the governor from North Carolina. What's your thought?
I'll agree.
Yeah.
I agree. It will give the ticket some substance. And
There
give
you
you an
go.
example. I know we're not here talking about Donald Trump, but that just show you he is not decisive in making great decisions. There's what the guy, the vice president name?
Diddy Racist Vance.
He know nothing. It's just to show you he have poor judgment. This man is not a president material. I don't know how in the world he beat Hillary Clinton. And I'm saying we're in a position now, we have to go out and vote. And when I say go vote, it starts in the county you live in. And we do one county at a time because all politics start local. We can't worry about what they do in Atlanta. We just have to start in Chatham County and vote for Kamala Harris' ticket. I'm saying, and we want it to spread like a good virus. That's my suggestion. One county at a time.
That's absolutely correct. And the unity that they are showing with these with the what it was 40,000 men the other night and 35,000 women the night before. That's power. Yes. You can win any election with that type of unity. When those people go out and those people bring other people to the polls, when those people go out, that's what it takes. It takes that type of unity. But we got to, like we said, you got to do those things after the election. Let's do it in our communities. Cozy, that's where your advocacy comes from. You Roland Martin just did it.
The
And that's
footwork.
what I'm trying to tell you. Get on there and hold a marathon and see whether people gonna log on and be part of what you're trying to advocate for. You can't come on here and then just do it, because everybody got to be able to hear what you're saying, not just on the Rabble, all your friends.
I think what Ron, again, I'm not thinking for Ron, he can think for himself, he right here. But I think Ron is trying to say it comes down to white and black, period, with a dot. They simply ain't gonna vote for her. She is well qualified. They're gonna vote for whites, gonna just vote for him, and he knows nothing. And black's gonna vote for her. So it's come down to white and black.
Yeah, no, we got other people in this country besides white and black. You got the Mexican, you got the Mexican, you got the Asian, you got the Puerto Rican, you got all that. If all the whites in America vote for Donald Trump, he'll lose, because it's more of us of color than anything. I'm not gonna vote. I'm not yourself. It's a breath of fresh air for that woman to run. I don't give a damn what color she is. For her to run is a breath of fresh air. And so now we as black people, people of color, say, you know what? We got somebody we can truly, truly back. And giving Biden, you know, it's like it take a grown man, a man, to say, you know what? I'm gonna step down. He will step down and let somebody she got a better chance to beat Trump than he did.
Yeah.
Guys,
I think Jamal was next, son. Jamal was next, and then you go. Jamal was next, and then you go.
Yeah, I just wanted to say what Charlie Brown really wanted to say, but he said he wanted to spread like a good virus. He wanted to say, let it spread like chlamydia. That's what Charlie Brown wanted to say.
Whoa!
So who you been kissing?
The opinions of Jamal Touré. It's just the opinions of Jamal Touré.
Okay,
I mean, that's
I'm going to say this because it needs to be said. I've been all over social media for the last 4 days, and y'all don't need to count black people thinking that black people are going to support her, because I've been seeing black women that's saying, oh, y'all taking away my choice, you taking away my voice. And then I've been seeing black men saying, oh, well, why would I mean, and this is Texas stupid ass men.
Okay.
Saying, well, why would I vote for her? You know, she did this when she was a prosecutor. And I said, well, you know, as soon as I say, well, tell me how your life has been better from 2016 to 2020. Tell me how your life was better under Trump. You know, I get the whole talking points of Fox News. That's all I get is the talking points of Fox News.
Right.
And unless you can tell me how taking away my voting rights, taking away my rights as a woman,
right,
increasing my taxes as a middle class person, you know, worked out for me, I'm going to go with her. But when I can't make sense out of stupidness.
Let me interject for just a second. I think what you face with a couple of things taking place. You face with a lot of conservative black men are not going Kamala Harris. I've heard that echo across the state, and they just don't believe in her ideology for some reason. They think Donald Trump can do a lot more. If she picked Buttigieg, what's going to happen as a running mate, I hope she don't, what's going to happen is that the black Southern Baptist preachers are not going to get behind that ticket at all, because, you know, he is married to another man, and the black Southern preachers are not going to get behind it. But you're right. All blacks are not lining up behind Kamala Harris. And that is sad. But at the same time, we have to do due diligence, take one county at a time and get out the vote and share it with your friend. Because it's not lining up. Just like all whites are not lining up behind Donald Trump.
Correct.
He will now, and I'll be quiet just a minute. He will carry a bunch of the southern states, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida. He will carry those states. She's not going to carry. The states I know she'll carry automatic is California, Massachusetts, and New York. And the rest we got to fill in. If you look at the chart and the demographic.
But you know what, Charlie? The other thing is that, you know, the same preachers, Southern Baptist preachers that won't support her if she chooses Buttigieg would support Trump, even though he's a rapist, he's a convicted felon, he's everything. He has cheated on every wife that he's had.
And guess what, Tana? And guess what? Character is important. Character is very important. He have no character at all.
No, and just the other day, the day before he got shot, he said on open mic, my daddy was friends with Al Capone. And it's a shame that Al Capone is not here right now. So what is that to say? What was he saying in that? Capone is a known mobster. And that's the reason why I could not be sympathetic to his plight of getting shot in the ear if he was shot in the ear.
Again, I don't want no one to get shot. So yes, I'll get unalive, okay? We don't want that to happen. I want to address something happening early.
Can you let Mr. Brown, I ain't mean to be rude, Mr. Brown, can you let the other people on the panel talk?
I was through talking. I wanted just to address
about 20 minutes.
I wanted to address something about Comedia. I didn't know it was so bad. That's what I wanted to address.
The other Mr. Brown, Bernard. Anybody sitting up with no damn Comedia? Y'all crazy as hell. I go away for a minute. Y'all get down.
Somebody did say something about Comedia.
Jamal brought that up.
Yes, it
was Jamal.
Bernard, good Jesus, have mercy, y'all.
You know what? I'm like this here. I ain't gonna say who gonna carry this state, that state, that. All I'm gonna do my part in my community. I'm gonna walk for my community to make sure we got the right person on that ticket like we do and vote for them. We just because we sitting here, we need to walk, knock on doors, work. If like Jews always say, the polls, you can't trust the polls. It is what it is. And then they say the black man, I ain't gonna vote for her because she married a white man. In it, there's a lot of people that marry white, black, green, yellow, and that's one reason. Then they say, she done put so many people in prison. Some of their ass need to be in jail. Trust me, y'all black folks always want to throw the negative on this person before you even throw positive. And I'm so tired of that shit.
Yes.
Okay, y'all negative with Biden. Okay, he done stepped down. Now you negative with this here. So y'all might well, and black people that say, you know what, I'm gonna vote for Donald Trump and leave it like that and start crossing the boat on both sides. Period. Just say I'm gonna vote for Donald Trump. I respect you more if you just come out and say I'm gonna vote for him. And don't say shit about her.
I think Teray had a comment y'all said.
No, he already given. He already suggests Robert. He already suggests you need penicillin from the health department.
I think was the question on the floor, Mr. Brown. We're gonna pray for you tonight, Lord.
I didn't bring this up.
I want to go back to Pete Buttigieg. I think we talked about it earlier. This thing is, y'all, for one time we're seeing Democrats work strategically. Let's be happy for that. Let's all agree. I think I think, Sean, you were talking about this idea of a gay man running for VP versus Trump being a convicted felon. Sadly enough, and I want to use the N-word so bad, but Negroes can't decide between the two because Negroes want to use scripture and Negroes don't know scripture. Let's just be real about it. Scripture ain't saying nothing about one of them, but he sure say thou shalt not commit adultery. He sure say thou shalt not steal, but you still come. He ain't say nothing about in the 10 Commandments who you lay up with. So let that be your guide, light Baptist preachers.
Okay, we're gonna talk about all those people in a second.
I understand.
We're gonna get to the main topic. The main topic is who should not vote for Donald Trump. Who should? Oh, Shimon.
Have we had a break yet?
Yeah, we had 2 of them.
Okay.
That's what happened when you come late. You know.
You go home.
I had a connection issue. Like we had a connection issue around the whole country last week. I had a connection issue today.
Yeah, they're out in certain parts of some countries. Out. I was reading on the internet. But anyway, who should not vote for Donald Trump? And y'all should have your list. I had your whole list and reasons why they should not vote for Donald Trump. And when you cover this, there's no way that Donald Trump should ever win if these people were paying attention. First on the list was senior citizens, because Trump wants to cut or eliminate all Social Security benefits.
That's correct.
1 or 2 of y'all can talk about that if y'all want, but we're gonna go through the list.
Well, he better not cut my check. I cut his ass.
$10.99. $10.99.
I get Social Security check too.
That's right.
I'm gonna come here with you.
I can talk for the seniors. I mean, the seniors have never had it. The seniors had never had it so good under Joe Biden. And things are flowing just like the Mississippi River. It is flowing. And I'm saying, seniors, there's no reason to vote for Donald Trump because he want to cut Social Security. He want to break it and start it all over, invest it in all sorts of crap. So please, seniors, if you're over 62, I'm asking you, do not. You got friends in different parts of the country, call them seniors. He is not good for seniors.
Okay, any more seniors want to talk briefly?
Seniors are not over 62, Charlie. Seniors are not 62.
Because I ain't 62 yet. That's next month.
I'm gonna say it one more time. If you're not a senior, this is an A and B conversation. You see your way out of this, okay? I know how old seniors are.
Mr. Brown, what you had today, man? You coming like a little thug. You just telling. I'm like, come on now.
Now, this is the next group that should not vote for Donald Trump. Disabled and sick Americans, because Trump wants to eliminate Medicare and Medicare.
That fall under Bernard category. Go ahead.
You're right. You're right. That fall on me. I'm sick. I've been sick.
So if you're sick, you should not be voting for Donald Trump. Period. I'm talking about period.
You're gonna cut your check off.
I know it, man. Trust me. That's why I'm gonna start walking, man, to make sure, at the end of the day, man, that man trying to put us back, boy. Trust me.
Yeah. Hispanics is next on the list because Trump wants to have the largest deportation program in the history of America. No Hispanic should ever be talking about voting for Donald Trump. None.
Yeah.
Well, any Hispanics on here to talk?
I'm gonna talk for the Hispanic people.
Go ahead.
No, Jamal, you can talk for us.
I'm Cubano Americano. I'm not really one of y'all, but I help y'all out. That's correct. But then we have, just like we just had a conversation, you have some folks who are Latinos who engage in discrimination against Black folks, and that some of them, and just had this conversation today, some of them vote against their own best interests.
You did?
Yes, so in that way, they can stick it to Black folks. And that's one of the things. That's the dirty little secret people don't talk about in California, other places like that. They will vote against their best interests as long as they think that they're sticking to Black folks. that ain't really your Spanish ain't your real language.
Yeah.
You know, Jamal, that's a good. I'm serious. That's an excellent point. You'll be surprised the percentage of Spanish voters he got in the last election, and he got them piled up to vote for him again. And he's right. It's about us on there.
Yeah.
Insane. Want them out of the country.
And they getting rid of all Cubano Americans. All so Jamal, you will be shipped out.
Yeah, we want Jamal to be the first to go.
Well, we're gonna try to hide you for a little while, but I don't know. You know, they'll find you if you're the Rabble. They'll find you. So, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to see. Next on the list, and we got two of y'all on here. Women. No woman should vote for Trump because Trump wants to eliminate all access to a woman's right to choose what to do with her body. And his vice president wants to eliminate voting rights for women. Y'all won't even have a say, period.
The Handmaid's Tale is what you will be on.
My God, on Zion.
Play with it.
Ms. Cozy, you had anything to say?
You're muted.
I'm sorry, I don't. I have a cold, unfortunately, so I'm trying to be cool and keep myself. No, I don't have a comment.
Well, no woman should be voting. All those women out there, they see, if you vote for Trump and you on this list and you vote for Trump, then you either one or two things: an idiot or a racist. Ain't no other way around it. You got to be an idiot or racist.
Mr. Brown said lack of information, lack of knowledge.
Well, you know another thing too is the third one: super rich and you want the tax break.
Jill, and you know what's important? Women, he already took rights away, and the vice president is adamant about it too. But you know, if he'll get the opportunity to appoint another Supreme Court justice. If no woman in their right mind should even consider voting for that ticket, period. It's nothing for them. He's gonna tell them how their bodies should be run, period. And a woman know her body, and she know what it takes. And no man have the right to do that.
Yeah. You know what? Since I'm gonna take up for the women. This would piss me off. And I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I'm gonna break it down. What I say to you in your face. I say to you on shows. I say to you on a text or whatever. My thing is this: if y'all got a lot of stuff to say in Texas and tech, let the people know how you feel and stop hiding behind these damn Texas. Okay? Let the people know. Let the people know you ain't gonna vote for that. Let the people know what you're gonna do. All of us should stand by and stick by these women. So for you not to have nothing to say, you're a woman. Okay? You're a woman. I'm standing for my daughter, my sisters, my kids, my grandkids. I get tired of all that bullshit y'all be texting all that, and then when you get on the show, you quiet like goddamn Sam Butt. And I'm just over it. Yes, Mr. Rabble, but I'm just over it.
People can say what they want to say and feel how they want to feel. But
Right.
speak when they want to speak and speak not when they want
Yeah,
to.
but at the end of the day, sometimes people speak and shouldn't be speaking.
Like who?
At the end of the day.
Point them out.
At the end of I'm talking about you. You got a lot to say in the chat, but you don't have nothing to say when you come here on this show, and that's when I get tired. I say what you got to say.
Would you
and
like
let the people know how you feel.
Would you like me to leave?
I don't want you to. I'm just saying. Just to rap, you can leave or you can stay. I'm just saying.
Why are you getting emotional?
Because I'm an emotional person. I'm passionate. I'm emotional, and that's how I am, and that's how I'm gonna be.
You too old to bring that.
Too old. What old got to do with it? You too old to be texting all that bullshit you texting us.
You can't be that emotional because this person wants to say this or this person wants to
say that. At the end of the day,
let me defend that position. He can be as old as he want to be and be as emotional as he want to be if you have a right to say what you want to say. If you have a right to say what you want to say, you can't tell him that he's too old to be emotional. I mean, how can you tell him that? He don't have a right to be emotional, but you got a right to say what you want to say.
And I have been, and I will continue to. That doesn't have to.
And he's emotional, and he can be emotional as long, and he can continue to be. You see, you want the cake and you want to eat it too.
No,
you want to tell everybody what to do, but you don't want to do right. I guess I assume you don't want to do right. You want to tell him that he can't do something, but he can't tell you what you shouldn't do. Make that make sense.
Getting your emotions in the way of logic is not cool. Say what you need to say.
First of all, my emotion ain't get me in the way. My emotion get me when people talk two sides of face out of the mouth. That's when I get emotional. Because what coming out my mouth, I ain't scared to say it. And I ain't scared to hand behind a piece of paper on the texting on the phone. I'm just saying. And the question was, is two women on this panel.
Women is already
two women on this panel. And he asked, do any one of y'all got something to say? Sonya said something, and you said, I don't have anything to say.
Especially with the call. Am I obligated to speak?
Oh, no, you're not. You're not.
You ain't obligated to do that. But you obligated to text all day.
I'm not obligated to text.
Jamal,
go ahead.
Jamal.
Emotion.
Two things. What might need to happen is that the text communication, because the public is not aware of the texting.
Correct.
So that might need to be we just keep that separate. And then when people come on the show, that's a separate thing right there. The text communication that go on between the group and the Rabble.
Right.
Y'all have that. But that's one thing. I'll throw that out there. That's separate. But then the second thing, say that Bernard really advocate on behalf of strippers. That's what Bernard's really doing. It's just really about strippers. That's what it's about.
Hey, let me say. Go ahead, Mr. Brown.
I need to have a talk with you. I'm gonna give you a call because you done brought up things tonight I'm concerned about. Chlamydia and scribble.
They run hands in hand.
We need to talk.
Well, we're gonna be right back after this message, and we're gonna get the most important group of people.
We're going on a break.
We'll be right back.
I'm Patty Hewitt, and I'm worried about our future.
Last one.
I think about my grandkids and the belief that they deserve every opportunity. And what you deserve, what coastal Georgia deserves, is someone who cares more about their community than about corporate profits and big pharma.
I'll see you later.
All right, thank you. Small business owners and hardworking Georgians are the heart of our community.
Have a good day.
Not CEOs, not lobbyists, not shareholders. But who's taking care of them? It's time to ask yourself, what do you want from your government? This is our year to stand up against what we know is wrong. No more DC politicians invading our home life. No more racism that kills dreams and spreads violence. And no more corporate greed at the expense of workers' rights and our environment.
So what would be the most meaningful help to you?
I've spent the last 8 years working behind the scenes, mobilizing our communities for positive change. And while that is really important work, I can't stand by and allow the same tired politicians to run this country, the same ones who've neglected the real needs of Georgians. I'm ready to take our seat in Congress so I can fight for you and your families.
I vote for you.
Thank you, my darling. I love you. This isn't about party lines. This is about voting for a better future for more Georgians. Enough is enough.
Okay. We're going to the next the next group of people who should not even consider voting for Trump. These people here should be at the top of the damn list. They are poor white people. Poor white people should never vote for Trump because Trump doesn't give a rat's ass about them and only cares about the rich. So why would a person vote against your own interests? That's like me saying that that guy out there is wearing a Ku Klux Klan mask and he's telling me he hates me, but I'm gonna go and vote for him anyway.
Ron, you want to take that?
Well, I can tell you're wrong on that. Because the poor people are the ones, Andrew Young tried to say that back then we was talking about Black Lives Matter. He tried to tell folks there's a lot of poor white folks out there and they need somebody to represent them. Trump did more for them than any president I can think about. He opened all the coal mines up, which was hard, but they had to feed their family. They feel like we done took all the jobs, which we didn't take them. The Mexicans have. We don't have them. But it's a lot of poor white folks out there who are struggling more than there are blacks, I believe.
Yes, they're more welfare than we are.
And they feel like he's the last great white hope.
Well, Ron, I don't think opening up the coal mines to just one state. The only place they do coal mines is in West Virginia and probably Kentucky or somewhere.
Yeah,
people have done more for poor white people. It's poor white people all over this country.
True.
And none of them should be voting for him. Donald Trump wouldn't even walk in their house. He wouldn't even shake their hands. He would never visit any place where a poor white person is.
Take a look at a lot of those folks there who are always out there supporting him. A lot of those are poor white folks.
No, ain't no question a bunch of them are poor. Was poor white folks.
Jill, they will still. The West Virginia and Kentucky are just the tip of the iceberg.
Well, I tell you,
he pulled white trash from all over the world, out of Pennsylvania, everywhere. A great deal of those voters came from them all over the place. Because there was a new voice for them, they feel like. And that's where some of the new voters came from.
Have you ever seen the people there in West Virginia? I did. It's about a third world country.
Yeah.
I tell you, it gives you a good idea.
Yes.
And I believe those people shouldn't be forgotten either. I realize a lot of black things that we have it bad. You should see some of them. It's like a third world country.
A lot of
really sad.
And so that's what Judy's saying. They shouldn't vote for Donald Trump because they actually done better under Joe Biden. Go ahead, Jamal. I see you in the corner.
No, because again, we got to assess this right here. Yes, this is a tactic that has always been used. This is not anything new, what Trump has done. It was the same thing under Ronald Reagan. It was the same thing. When they talk about trickle-down theory, again, those people didn't get anything. But then always got to realize something. No matter we're going to say that that it was awful for them, the people that are always on the worst, the low level, always in all communities, if you are African American or if you are Native American, the numbers put that out there. That's across the entire country. So Caucasians are poor. Guess what? Black folks are even more impoverished.
Correct.
The opportunity is even more or less for them. And so the same thing what Julia said, that right there is absolutely correct. But that's the same game that has been played by the Republican Party to make Caucasians feel that even you in your worst condition, you still better than them Negroes.
Right, exactly.
And so that's why I'm saying no. Julia's that point right there. But they go against their best interest. In particular, one group that we've seen that has worked for often, Caucasian females. We have said this on prior shows that I know. I've been on Rabble, but I talked to other places that again, Caucasian females go against their best interest. They vote for these people that oppress them. That now the whole issue about the Supreme Court decision. I told folks, guess what? You better go talk to your daddy, your brother, your uncle, your cousin, your nephew, your son. You allow race to be the determining factor. That's the same thing. So don't underestimate that. And so yes, but in West Virginia right now, they talk about that's one of the jokes that they make about West Virginia. Yep. That these people need Obamacare. In Mississippi, they need Obamacare. But then they reject it because, again, they say Obamacare, but then they say, I want affordable health care. That's one of the jokes that people are going to say, which is actual and factual. So these people are going against their best interest. And guess what? That's not anything new. Caucasian power structures have always used that because they know their minions within their own race will always work to make sure that black folks are held down.
Yep.
Right.
So-
And here goes something famous from Ronald Reagan. Ketchup is a vegetable. He said it. Reagan said ketchup is a vegetable. So go ahead.
And in actuality, tomatoes is actually a fruit. So
It
see,
is.
yeah. Mhm.
But Ronald Reagan did say that.
Oh yeah, he did say that. Right, he did. Yeah.
I think I remember something like that.
Okay. Well, next group of people are military members. If you're in the military and you vote for Donald Trump, you got to be silly also, because Donald Trump, if you have not been watching, Donald Trump will destabilize the world and give the country to Putin and China and let them do whatever they want to do, which will destabilize the whole world, the whole globe, meaning it will cause wars. A lot of people will die, meaning sending our troops into harm's way. If you in the military and you vote for Donald Trump, then something is wrong with you. All because the Republicans have had a history of giving you a 3% raise. Really, 3% for your life.
Julius, I'm gonna take that part of that now, because Tuberville, he voted and held up the military's promotion and pay for damn near 4 months. They care nothing about. Donald Trump say those soldiers who died were suckers and stuff like that. So you're right. And I gotta compliment you for coming up with all this research. I know it takes time, but you don't have to air your difference in front of the viewing audience. And because I already got a text and saying he might be was drinking deuce juice or something. The way he aired, you could have waited.
I had helped him.
Yeah,
The HBJ Warrior helped him.
Yeah, I air so that people can see that there ain't no secret. Sometimes y'all need to be told, and people need to be told what.
No, we're not children.
Yeah,
we're not children.
Children are not the only ones need to be told something.
Yeah. No, but we're not children. We
Yeah.
grown.
We have things that we have to do, and in order for us to move forward, we have to be able to understand that there's a pecking order in everything that you do. It's called politics also. Just like politics is involved in everything, you have a boss on your job, you have a supervisor on your job, you got a show host. I don't go on Robert's show on Political Spectrum telling him what to do. I run the whole platform. I don't tell Robert what to do on his show. I follow his orders. But if y'all don't, but if people aren't watching and seeing what's going on, they don't know what's going on. So I'm telling y'all what's going on.
I'm not in charge of anything. I'm not in charge of anything anymore.
You just give all the orders. You president emeritus.
And Jewish, you do it. And Jewish.
Oh, your IQ is high.
Hey,
you got a high IQ.
And Jewish, you doing a great job. And I don't know what's wrong with Mr. Brown tonight. And Jamal, don't tell me what I should bring up or not to bring up. I want to get that through. Who you think you is? Nut juice. Okay. He back there waving his hand and he want to say this, and you go to Mr. Brown's house and leave Jewel's house.
Well,
I don't have no equipment at my house, Bernard.
Because just like if Cozy don't want to say anything and she put it in the text, she has a right not to say anything.
Right. And I have the right to say what I want to say.
So yeah, we need to understand.
Why don't you use all I have the right to say what I want to say too. I'm a grown damn man. I want to say.
You said it, but you ain't got a prompt her then it's gonna say something. She don't want to say nothing. She ain't got to say nothing. That's equality.
Who are you?
That's equality. That's what you saying because she's saying in the text, but she ain't got to bring that up. You brought it up. I just made a suggestion because if you want to get emotional about the text message, then you might not need to be part of the text message. You might not need to be part of the text message. That's what that's about.
And I keep bringing it up.
Hold on, both of y'all can't talk
damn man. If I want to bring it up, Jabbar, I'll bring it up. You ain't got shit to do with it.
You got a right to bring it up, and she got a right to bring what she want to bring up, but she don't have a right to tell you that you
I'm 62 years of bullshit. You ain't right to tell me
we talking about me and Bernard having this thing right now. Don't go to that part that I heard. I just said to make it clear.
I got to protect all our people.
Oh no, but I said I got to be clear about saying that. I said, and I'm going to re-emphasize it. If somebody puts something in the text message that they don't want to discuss it in the public, they do not have to do that. You might tell them they can go and do that, but guess what? They say, no, I don't want to do it. That's why it ended.
And I understand.
Stop it.
Got
it.
If you
understand it just like that. The strength that I am, who
I
I am.
at the end of the
Guess
day.
what? What
We
you
didn't
don't
have
know
to
about me,
do
what you don't know about me, I will go
We didn't have
fire
shit. You ain't had nothing to do with this.
I will burn it
Between me
down.
and her.
I have no
Between me
problem.
and her. You ain't had shit to do with it.
But you like got upset about what she said in the text message.
And if I want to be
got upset about what she said in the text
Time
message.
out,
You got upset. And so that was it.
Whoa, jump. Julius,
You
take control of the show. Take control.
Hold on, Bernard. Hold on. Bernard.
And then thought somebody was going to say nothing.
I will bring it up. I'll bring it up.
Shit. If people want to get
I'm not
upset
talking to
about what I
you.
just said,
She's shaking her head at the end of the damn day.
So stop it. You ain't no guy gonna go.
I don't really want to hear it.
Stop that. Stop that. Some of us been in this goddamn struggle. We don't never have.
Thank you,
Y'all decide.
ladies and gentlemen. We trying to
Julius,
get order back.
Why didn't he throw? Excuse me, Mr. Charlie Brown. Forgive me. Why didn't he throw out all those F-bombs he was using the other day? Put all those F-bombs.
But listen.
Shut the fuck up.
We got.
Yeah, I can throw some bombs. I can throw some damn bombs at you.
Listen,
Oh,
Bernard.
I got daughters.
Let's leave it where it's at. Y'all have aired that out. You did push her.
He's still holding
You pushed her, and because you
And
wanted
she
to get
pushed
it
me
out
and I
front.
pushed back.
You wanted to get it out front. We understand that. It was pushed. We got that. We got it out front.
The first one to play games or to use F-bombs is the loser.
Well, that's what you think.
Boom.
Wait, hey, a loser.
We gonna move on.
He's gonna go there with me, little woman. Your big ass don't need to go there with me.
We
Now.
gonna move on.
I'm trying to be nice. Be nice, woman.
Julius, take control of the show right now.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. Young Americans should not be voting for Trump. No young American, because Trump has never, ever said anything about what he would do for anyone, especially young Americans. Have you ever seen him have a point? All he does is come on the stage and talk about people. We only got about 15 minutes, so I don't need y'all going back and forth with each other. We've gotten that out. We've aired our dirty laundry right here in front of everybody, which is good. This is called a Rabble. Y'all can talk about it all damn day. Maybe y'all go tell somebody else to go watch it. That's what the hell you need to do. We got 1,534 people watching right now. So 30.
You know what's interesting?
Say what you want to say, talk what you want to talk, and we'll go on from there.
What's interesting, you started it, and really, you started it with the way you present certain things. Lead by example, and then it just fell out.
The next subject is young Americans. Young Americans. Oh no, we already did young Americans. The middle class Americans. Y'all talk about them while I talk to Jamal Reed.
Oh no, Jill, I'm saying
young Americans, middle class Americans.
Middle class Americans. Okay.
You're definitely right about middle class Americans, but you're right about this everything up to now, Julius, because Trump has no platform.
Right.
If y'all ever notice, he just gets up on the podium and he just talks about people, and he just talks about randomness.
It's all about him. It's all about him all the time. Constantly. It's about Donald Trump. And he have no platform. He have nothing but one thing on his side. is that it's a bunch of suckers out there who vote for him. He sells shoes, he sells Bibles, he'll sell those suckers anything. He's not but a snake oil salesman.
Yes. Mr. Brown, you said something real quick, Mr. Brown, and I had a conversation with someone yesterday. Help the viewing audience understand, because they were like, well, we knew what Biden was running for. We don't know what Harris is running for. And I said that they're on the same damn ticket, idiot. I didn't say it like that. But Mr. Brown, help the viewing audience understand what Harris's priorities are and her vision is for her candidacy. Because I think a lot of people are confused. I don't know why they're confused. I get it. But for those who don't get it, help us.
Well, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I like to yield that flow to my colleague, Julius Hall. And Julius, he's talking Jamal, he got a better handle on it than I do. I could give a part, but I want Julius to give. Julius, Robert asked Julius, are you listening?
Yes.
I want you to give Kamala Harris platform and what is she running on, so the viewing audience can understand who she is. And we're going to give you about 3 minutes to try to condense that.
You probably want to ask her AKA sister for that, because Julius Hall couldn't give you that right now. I'm voting for her because Mutt and Jeff is better than Donald Trump.
Yeah,
but
you know,
that's the reason
she said that she is going to continue with the platform that they started. She wants to strengthen the middle class.
Okay.
She wants to support the unions. You know, so if you're part of a union, you know, this is what they want to do. She wants to, if you're part of the middle class, this is what, I mean, she wants your pockets strengthened, and she wants to make sure that the rich are paying their fair share. Mm-hmm. It's not fair that a millionaire should be paying less in taxes than a secretary.
Yeah. And what did she say about women's rights?
She also said that she wants the rights of women to be in their hands and their doctors' hands.
Excuse me. Could you get that whole platform together and then we'll do it next week? Because we got to listen. We only got 10 minutes.
Okay.
We got 10 minutes left.
Go.
Okay. I'm just going to tell y'all all the people and read it. We ain't got but 10 minutes. We got to go.
Go ahead, Julia. Put another one. Go ahead.
I want to go to your website.
The middle class Americans, because Trump will put the burden of taxation on their backs because all he cares about is his rich donors and big corporations. Asian and Indian Americans, because Project 2025 seeks to reclaim or take their businesses. Your hotels, your gas stations, and your restaurants will be no more.
That's correct.
Trump wants all of that. The Project 2025 don't believe that they should have any rights to buy any property or anything. The Jewish Americans, you should not be voting for Donald Trump. No Jewish American should be in Donald Trump's corner because Trump is the second coming of Hitler, and his racist supporters hate Jews. Black Americans, y'all should not be voting for Trump no matter what, because unless you want to become a slave again, everything Trump and JD believes in is counterproductive to our very existence. He wants you to have those black jobs. Trump doesn't like black people. His parents never liked black people. Yeah. His dad was a Klan member and taught him how to hate blacks and use Jews.
Julius, do you have Brian Donald's email address and Tim Scott and Candace Owens' email address? You need to email them that information because I think they didn't get the memo.
They did. LGBTQ Americans.
Watch out.
Because Trump and Project 2025 will wipe y'all off the face of the earth.
Oh, no.
Listen to their plans. because they are serious about that.
No, they're not gonna knock. Oh hell no, they're not gonna knock us off. No way, because I got enough sugar in my tank, and I can go around and let all my friends.
I know it.
know
You got two people that can give that can do imitations now, James and Bernard.
James and both the last name Brown.
Yeah.
And both of them got a lot of sugar in them.
Yeah, you say
Okay,
what
we
you
got
want.
Christians.
You say what you want. I scratch your eyes out. I don't play, boy. You just
We
don't
got
know.
we got Christians, y'all. Christians is the biggest block. These Christians, because Trump is truly the Antichrist, pure and simple. No one in history ever fit the description better as being the Antichrist than Donald Trump. Nobody ever, not in the biblical Satan. This is Trump. He personifies it. So if you're a Christian and you thought about voting for Donald Trump, you out of your damn mind, or you not understanding what your Bible is telling you.
Yeah.
Teachers, he will eliminate the Department of Education and defund our education systems. The federal government employees, no federal job will be safe because he wants to appoint only people that will be loyal to him, not to the Constitution.
That's right.
If you belong to any one of the above categories that we just talked about, if you belong to them and you vote for Donald Trump or any Republican that supports Donald Trump, you will be voting against your own best interest. Donald Trump belongs in prison, not in the White House. Trump wants a civil war. When he loses this time, he will attempt to start another civil war in this country. Believe that. We don't have time for closing remarks tonight, but
Coach, I want Coach to stay on the air after we go off. Okay, I want to speak to you for a minute.
Yeah. We're gonna give one or two people their opportunity to say a couple of things. We're gonna go at the bottom row, and we're gonna start over there with you, Ron. You say you got 1 minute to say what you got to say.
Okay.
If you hear this here, please stop.
Okay, I'll just say that I think it's going to be somewhere between now and say by Labor Day before we really know who's going to be on the Democratic ticket. Because I think by the time they get to the convention, everyone's going to have a lot of names going to probably pop up. But I'm hoping that whatever all the feelings everybody have for vice president, that she do make it, because I think she'd in a way I think she deserves it. She's not the smartest person, but with every way everything's going now, it'd be wise if we try to cut some of the chase and everybody run with her, because either way, next year I think we're gonna have a hard time regardless of who's in the White House. We will have a recession. I'm pretty sure of that. So let's just go for it.
All right, Ms. Cozy, you got 1 minute.
I just want to say I respect and I appreciate everyone on the panel, regardless of us having differing opinions. That's what adults do. That's how we learn from one another, right? So thank you, Julius. If I'm trouble to you, I don't want to smear your show. So if you want me out, I'll do that respectfully.
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Well, I don't want anybody else to tell me to shut the up. Not acceptable. Next.
Well, okay. Bernard, you got 1 minute.
Let me say this. One thing I can say about Ms. Harris, when she had a little speech, she brought up student loan, and she said because of Biden couldn't get the student loan passed, that's what she'll be focusing on too. So she already saying to the young people, just give me a chance and I will look into, the February and the student loan, period. All I'm saying is this. We have our difference. We say what we want to say. At the end of the day, we won't take nothing personal, but we as Black people right now need to come together and vote for this woman in the next president of the United States. Because if not, instead of we voting, we're going to be packing and loaded and fighting for our lives against the other people. That's just flat out real. If that man becomes the president of the United States.
Okay. Jamal, you got anything to say with your last 1 minute, and then we going?
Even less than that. What happened this weekend? A father killed his daughter here in Savannah, Georgia, and she attended Beach High School. The father then attempted to kill himself, and so that's why I've been on the phone. People let me know he's in the hospital. I'm going to say this: I cannot understand why, and I cannot rationalize why someone will go and kill their daughter. And then also now I shared with the person, I said that him being a coward trying to kill himself, that young lady is gone, and her friends and community, and she was a cheerleader at Beach High School. The trauma that is right there. And so we got to correct that. We got to get healthy. And I'm not talking about mental health. I'm talking healthy with regards to ourselves and how we respect and love one another. And we got to address these people about that.
Absolutely.
Okay. We appreciate everybody. We appreciate y'all comments. We appreciate y'all tuning in. 1,532 people right now.
Just do your research.
And we have shows the rest of the weekend. Y'all tune in to them. Y'all, this is the Rabble. This is what we do. We might not all agree. Charlie Brown and I have had worse than Cozy and Bernard had tonight. We've had way worse. So it's part of what we do here. If we all agree, there ain't no need in all y'all watching.
You don't need to be with us either.
Yeah. So that's what it's all a part of, us doing what we do.
But you said you would give me food.
Yeah, the food over there.
I get to talk first next week.
Yes, go first.
Son, you got something to say for next week?
She said she's going to talk first next week because she didn't go.
No, you need to send all them damn subjects you talking about. We ain't talking about next week. You so damn busy. I love you though. Anyway.
It's the time to go off the air. Then once you get off the air, okay? Good night.
Bye, y'all.
All right, y'all be good.
Stay with me, Chandra. I might need your help.